well, we're hanging out here with Roland Johnson at the Woodworking Shows. Most of the time I'm in my seminars on the far end of the show, and I don't really get much chance to hang out and listen to Roland. So,
thank goodness.
Actually, I got a chance because my seminars were out early today, and I got a chance to just kind of wander around and listen to some of your seminars. I was very interested in what you had to offer, and
well, thanks.
It seems like there's a lot of new content. Even though you've been doing this for a while,
new content about old stuff.
About old stuff, yeah. So, would you mind telling us a little bit about what it is you are actually putting together this season?
Well, one of the big parts of my show this season is, of course, the Stanley Bailey hand planes. Those have been a passion of mine forever. And hand planing is so much fun. A lot of people are a little worried about the expense of getting into hand planing, buying an initial set of hand planes. And what I want to show them with these seminars is that you can go out and buy some really good quality used planes for very marginal prices, and with some effort put into rebuilding them, you can turn them into top quality planes. And of course, once you get a couple of planes, then you'll need a few more. But it really is a big part of woodworking is to be able to work with our hand tools very well, and hand planes are a really big part of it. Another thing that's a real old-time thing that I'm working on is hide glue. A lot of people don't know much about hide glue, and I do a whole seminar on adhesives, and we talk about the most modern adhesives out there. There's a new CA glue that works really well with wood. It's designed to catalyze from the salts in the wood rather than moisture.
Is that this?
Yeah, Nexabond.
Nexabond.
Yeah.
You gave me the sample, and
yeah.
I hadn't heard of it before, and actually got a chance to mess around with it. It's pretty good stuff.
It's good stuff. Yeah. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to put a couple of pieces of wood together with CA glue and this real dry wood. We're working with furniture grade. Hold the pieces together, you let go and they fall apart because the glue didn't catalyze. This stuff catalyzes like you've got damp wood. In other words, it glues it together right now. Then we talk about urea formaldehyde glues, epoxy glues, aliphatic resin, PVA glues. Go through the whole thing.
So somebody should bring a notepad if they come and
sit in here. Yeah, it's a good idea to bring a notepad.
Sounds like a lot of information.
It is a lot of information. But it's not that I'm saying one glue is necessarily better than another glue. It's that the glues are different from each other.
And how you would use them.
Yeah, different purposes in the shop. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that if you want to put something together with epoxy, and you're using wood, say you need some gap filling, you need that absolute water resistance, you go to a big box store and buy the inexpensive epoxies. They aren't designed for wood. They get brittle hard. They don't work very well with wood. You need an epoxy that's designed for wood. And the epoxies I talk about were developed for the boat building industry, building wooden boats. So they're perfect for what we do. But a big part of my seminar is on hide glue. Hot hide glue, liquid hide glue, how to use it, why it's so beneficial. And there's a good reason that hide glue's been around for several thousand years, and it's a glue built for the ages. Biggest thing is it's reversible. You can take stuff apart.
That's wonderful.
You got a problem with something, you take it apart, put it back together. Very nice to work with.
Now, I overheard you talk about another reversible glue. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, regular aliphatic resin glue can be reversed simply by using vinegar. A lot of people don't realize that the vinegar will break down the structure of the glue, turns it into something that kind of looks like cheese, soft cheese, and you can actually pull the joint apart. It takes a long time. It's slow because the vinegar has to work its way down into the joint. If the joint's real solid and viable, sometimes I'll drill really tiny holes down into the joint to help the vinegar get down in there. Yeah. It's not going to hurt the wood. Vinegar won't be harmful to the wood at all. If the wood is finished and vinegar would harm a wood finish, of course, it's going to damage the finish. But if you need to get the joint apart without breaking the piece, this is one way to get it apart. A lot of people don't understand that about aliphatic resin.
Now you have a third seminar that seems to be also a comparison of old and new.
Viscid joiner versus something really new on the market, and that's the domino.
Interesting. Yeah. So it's a compare and contrast opportunity.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people think that, oh, if I get a Festool domino, that eliminates the biscuit joiner in my shop. No, it doesn't. They really provide different purposes in the shop. They do different things mechanically. Both very good tools to have in your shop. The Festool domino just basically is a portable horizontal boring machine.
Right.
And you can use it for a lot of different things other than just putting in dominoes. So kind of fun to address the different things that you can use and dispel some of the kind of the myths of what works and what doesn't.
So it sounds like your session is a little bit of catching some of the old and a little bit of some of the new and all of these. Yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, Roland, I'm so grateful that you're out here on the show. You've been doing this for a long time, and it's a give back to the woodworking community.
It is. I'm celebrating my 50th year woodworking this year.
Oh, well, congratulations!
Man,
how old does that make you?
That old. Really old. Yeah.
Really old.
Yeah. Well, I started as a teenager. My very first project I built was an 8-foot long Class C racing boat with a an airplane fabric dope deck on it, very lightweight, all plywood, and the first 2 times I put it in water, it sank. So there you go. That's a good way to start woodworking.
It's a great example of let failure be a good teacher,
exactly,
right?
Exactly, yeah. But I've been kind of addicted to making things out of wood and metal and lots of other things forever.
That's great.
And that's what a lot of us do here is we make things, we create things, and it's wonderful. It's such a cathartic thing for people to be able to construct stuff and build stuff and create stuff. Something that we really need in our lives, a lot of people don't have, and I feel sorry for them.
And it's great that you're able to communicate all of your knowledge base and skill sets over those many years of woodworking to our audience. Well, you're real good at it. You're real good at it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a huge amount of fun.
Thanks, Roland. I really appreciate you taking time to just kind of spend a minute here. Roland Johnson at the Woodworking Shows. I would highly encourage you to check out thewoodworkingshows.com. Come out and see Roland.
It's a lot of fun.